Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Rambling Through Everyday Life with Fran and Angela. My name is Fran, and I am one of the co-hosts for this podcast. Guess what, you guys? Our favorite guest is back in the studio with us this week. We love it so much when Susie Oliver, aka Susie Says So, comes and joins the conversation with us. We just listen to everything she says like she is our big sister, and we just nod and smile and say, yes, ma'am, that's what we're going to do. It's always such a fun conversation. We're so thankful for who she is and how she loves us so well. All right, everybody, sit back, enjoy the conversation. All right, Angela, best day ever. You know why?
Susie Said So.
Susie Said So, crowd favorite, fan favorite, back in the house.
I love how immediately when we see Susie, we shove our fingernails in front of her face to get approval on the nail color. We ask her about paint colors and outfits, and just we're like, Queen Mother, give us the seal of approval.
For real. Give us all the nod of yes, my dear, you're doing well.
You're doing well. You're beautiful. You're lovely.
I do want to. We will take a picture of you because I'm in love with the pants that you have on.
You're gonna love them even more when I tell you about them.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that today.
Yes, we are.
Okay,
that's where we're gonna go.
Okay, so for people that are new to the show, Susie Said So. I don't know when this came to be. A couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, and so. I remember Angela like beginning to talk through this tiny seed being planted of we should have her on the show to talk about the things that we need help with. That's not cooking, because we all know that all three of us are not a fan
we
of
need
cooking.
Help.
Yeah, but everything but that. And then it just turned into this Susie Said So. This is what Susie says about different seasons, different things we need to be doing, having, purchasing, whatever. And it's just really turned into something fun, and people love her, love hearing what she has to say.
Well, and you and I have talked about this, and I told Susie this recently, but the favorite part of all this, in addition to that for us, is getting to know Susie.
Yes.
Because, I mean, she was just the iconic First Lady of Union in our minds from afar. And then to find out that she's fun and has a fun personality and is just one of the girls, but also can impart all this, hey, what about this? And here, and it's all doable, affordable.
Right.
It's so fun.
I mean, let's just, ask the listeners. Anybody else out there know a First Lady? I bet not.
And they love her. We get so much feedback, Susie, from listeners saying, when is she coming back? I love everything she has to say. I have followed her advice.
Yeah. It's funny when somebody will send us a direct message or something and be like, do you think Susie would like this nail color? Yes. Or, it's just so fun. And you're like, absolutely, she would.
We've become secondhand Susie.
Oh,
we're like, well,
you're so sweet.
She's
That's
probably.
why I come, because you are so kind. Even if nothing else happens, but after this moment, I'll come every time. I love it. Every time.
Well, here we are. We're in the studio, and we're going to talk about all things fall. Because that's the season that we find ourselves in. And I said to somebody this morning at work, I said, we've said this, Angela, we've talked about how August and September, you're just like, oh, I'm ready to turn the corner towards fall. October, November, and December are my favorite months. I love this time of the year. So it's fun to actually begin to think about all things fall. But before we get to Susie, Angela, can we just briefly recap for the listeners what we just talked about offline about these moms?
Oh my goodness.
Because this is an ongoing conversation.
So I'm on spending probation.
Yes, you are.
Because, just because, period. That's a complete sentence. I'm on spending probation because I buy everything that I hear about and think it will be wonderful, and that's just reckless. Anyway, we won't get into all that right now. But when Rachel Mitchell was on, we talked about fake moms.
Yes.
And ever since then, they have showed up in everybody's Instagram feed. So Fran actually approved a purchase of one fake mom to begin. But I realized in my maturing 5 minutes of wisdom post approval that I don't think I need to buy these mums
No,
because
you
I
really
don't think
don't.
I'm in a season of life to take the next step and actually unbox them and decorate with them.
No, I know good and well they're going to stay in that box.
Mm-hmm.
And
This is growth. This is me maturing just a little bit and going, you know what? Maybe not right now.
But this is also what you do. I just thought about this. Part 2 of this would be we're getting
True.
We're getting to you, Susie, I promise.
Oh, no, I'm loving it.
And so part 2 of this would be you'd be like, well, okay, I'll save them for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And you would justify it and put them somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And then
nobody would know.
Nobody would know.
Well, when I find the mums, maybe I'll also find Cole's birth certificate. You know, there's just we're in the process of getting my life together. We'll talk about that on another episode.
Yeah, because that's a whole running list of things we need to discuss.
That's a whole conversation.
Okay, not for today. Susie, are you a mum person? Welcome to the show. You put mums at your front door.
I do because I have this wonderful little man that waters them. I don't water them. I like them, but I don't like to water them.
And mums are tricky. Like sometimes they live and
sometimes they
and
die.
sometimes they don't. And you're like, why can't these last for
And
a couple
sometimes
months?
it depends in my neighborhood what side of the street you live on, because I look across the street and I do have a little flower envy for one neighbor because it's gorgeous flowers. And I said to Dub, why can't we have them? He said, because they live on the other side of the street. They don't get the direct sun like we do. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's where you live.
Yeah.
You just got to know that and be like, I'll do something else.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I came in today, you said, I love your outfit.
Love it.
And you said, I love those pants.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to take a picture after.
Yes.
But the 2 pieces I have on, not the pullover, but guess how much my top and my pants together cost?
Angela, you go first.
There you go.
$80.
Lower.
See, I was going to say
God, that
50
was
or
low.
60, but I'm like,
Lower.
nothing. Shut up.
Yes.
Nothing costs lower than
Yes.
this.
$30 for the pants and the top.
Stop it.
I know. I just took the tag off the top. I've had it forever, but I was like, oh, we'll go with those pants. All right. So these pants, Walmart, $16.99,
No,
and
ma'am.
the top, $12.99 H&M. Yes,
Whoa.
I know. And they are super comfortable.
Okay. Oh, my.
Cutest camo pants.
Yeah.
I could wear those in the woods.
You could.
And then transition to my
And you
night
could
out.
just wear them around the house.
What is, because you've got, what is the pullover that you
Now,
have
the
on?
pullover, that's
I know.
a little more
What is
expensive.
it, though?
It's Lululemon.
It's
Okay.
cute.
It's the
really
scuba
cute.
one. Yeah.
So what's underneath it? Is it a tank? Is it a shirt? Because
Oh,
we
yeah.
can't see it.
Okay.
She's got a pullover on, y'all.
Okay, it's just
like
little
a fitted t-shirt.
fitted
Okay.
t-shirt, but we'll take a
Okay.
picture without the
Yeah.
pullover. But yes, so Callie and I were in Walmart the other day. You know, Walmart stepped up their game, mainly online, but sometimes in the store. We were there buying groceries, and as much as I love clothes, Callie wants like 5 items of the same thing, and she'll wear them over and over because I'm always like, hey, don't you want that? Don't you want mom to buy you this? But so she's like, no. But she went over and pulled these pants out. And she goes, oh, I kind of like them. So she tried them on, and I was like, oh, she said, Mom, you should get a pair too. So I threw it in the cart, came home, and I'm like, oh, these things fit great. They feel good. They're amazing.
Are they true to size?
Yeah, they're really true to size, and they've got a little give in them, and
Is it a button and a zip? I'm
button
asking
and a
all the
zip.
questions.
Yeah, but in the back, look, even you can't even.
Oh, yeah, there's like an
And there's just a little
expands.
expand, so when you eat your little lunch, you know, you got a little room. So they're roomy.
Oh, I love them.
Yes.
Have
So
y'all noticed that Walmarts in small towns have better
Did you
selection?
just say Walmarts?
Walmarts is in plural. Not if I'm not going to the Walmarts, but Walmart stores.
You're
plural.
right. You did say that. You
Okay.
said it
And
in
I
a
also
plural
did not say
sentence.
Walmart. Welcome to
the
the South.
yes.
But Walmart stores, like in small towns, for instance, you know, Jackson, I never find anything. If I go to Milan or
Mine's cleaner and nicer. Yes, that's
Humboldt
a better-
Walmart is
Humboldt.
fantastic.
they have a better selection. I wonder if it's because they have fewer shopping options in small towns. I've always wondered about that.
I don't know. And if they take care of it better. But
Interesting.
I remember when Walmart began to put hardwood floors in and thought, okay,
We're fancy.
we're going to up our game. We're going to try to be Target Junior or something, you know, like they were trying. So I appreciate what they're doing. I've also gotten, I don't know why, probably because I'm looking for a chair. So all of a sudden I'm getting all these furniture ads on Instagram. I need a new certain type of chair. So Walmart furniture is popping up on my
it's
Instagram
important, yeah.
ads. And so I think they really are trying to
I think they're really
themselves.
trying to compete with Amazon.
Yeah.
So because
Yes.
you'll find things online that
Yes.
you don't find in the store. But these were like a find in the store, and I was like, this is amazing. And then yesterday I was having my nails done. We'll talk about nail color in a minute. And a friend was saying something. I was like, oh, she'd gotten this jumpsuit, and I love jumpsuits. And I said, she showed me a picture. She was like, it's a Walmart, real cheap. And so I was like, well, I need to buy that. And I said, oh, so you need these pants. So I showed her these pants. So she ordered these pants. I need to order the jumpsuit. So, but I will caution you. You know, sometimes I watch these little influencers. I was watching one the other day, and she had this cute blue and white striped sweater and short set.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a bigger girl. She's real cute. She always looks cute in her clothes. And she's like, oh, order it. And I was like, I don't order that. Okay, y'all, it came shrink wrapped from like China.
Yeah.
And it's cheap junk.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'll just
know.
send it back to Amazon. Y'all, there's no record of that on my Amazon order.
Oh.
There's no record. And it says that I bought something else at another time.
That's scary.
And then I got a little leopard top because leopard's back. And I thought, oh, I'll get that. Well, it looked like somebody made it in home ec. Do y'all remember home ec?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all probably. We had to make a skirt and then wear it to school back in
This
the day.
is so disturbing.
Yeah. So you
So
got to
you're
be careful.
stuck with it.
Yeah. So I've got all those pieces now. I'm like,
As the listen, that's the scary, sad, wild rolling of the dice when it comes to ordering anything online that you haven't seen.
Well, I've never had it where it doesn't show up again in
Right.
my Amazon to return
Yeah.
because I've returned other junky stuff. But so these pants are great quality for the $16.99 that they are. My other stuff not so good. So my whole thing in that is be really careful. Maybe go down and really read reviews and find out really where it's coming
and
from.
look at that return policy.
And look, but I was just surprised that there's no history of that
That is
order.
scary.
Before
that's
we
good.
move on, can you
Yes.
tell us about the jumpsuit?
Yeah, because I have a
Okay.
thought about jumpsuits that's just
Oh, I
kind of-
love jumpsuits. It is a free assembly free assembly, which is like the free people, on there. And it's a one piece dark green, she said. It looked really cute. I haven't bought it yet. But
Angela, are you a
Okay.
have you ever bought and worn a jumpsuit?
I wear them all the time. You don't wear them.
Here's my problem, y'all.
You gotta
Is
go to the bathroom.
if you don't know me or if you've not seen me in person, ever since I was like 10, 11, 12, I was always taller than everybody. I'm super long waisted. And so I can remember like trying to find a one piece bathing suit, like because I'm so long waisted. And so I'm just like, it's horrifying. It's terrible. It's difficult. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't fit well. I'm always tugging and pulling and I can't be comfortable in it. And so like I see all these darling people in these jumpsuits and I think, yeah, no, I can't do it. I'm scared of them.
I had not, I can't recall owning one as an adult. I have a similar like middle school age memory of it just hitting me like a crop pant because I looked like a giraffe. I was too tall for my clothes. That was terrible. But Cabby makes a one piece that's connected in the front, but not in the back. So you don't have to take the whole thing off to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And
that's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole other situation. But it's just a solid. There's a
Well,
black.
I actually own that. And
It's
then I gave it
wonderful.
to Callie, and then Callie wore the full out of that thing.
I know,
Feels like
Which really was-
pajamas.
Yeah, it is like pajamas. And you actually could, that was pretty brilliant. I'm as short waisted as you are long waisted. My hips and ribs, when we say in Pure Barre, tuck your hips and hips to ribs, well, I don't have far to go.
Yeah.
So I have no waist,
Yeah.
And so I wish I were longer and that
Yeah.
would make me, but,
Yeah.
it's just the way I was made.
I'm scared. I'm scared of the jumpsuit, but more power to you if you can wear one. Maybe I need to try the Cabby one.
I think we need to try, friend.
And I bet there's some that are longer that are made for long
Yeah.
waisted. You might need to find one that's more of a
And I
long-
have the navy Cabby one that's short sleeve and crop pants. So it's supposed to be cropped. So I didn't feel weird about that at all. I was like, okay. Here we
All
go.
right, so let's talk about what's in for the fall.
Yes.
Yay.
Leopard,
Love it.
leopard. It's back. It's strong. Just don't wear it everywhere. Don't wear a leopard top, a leopard pants,
Yeah.
leopard shoes, and a leopard purse.
Yeah, here she comes, Miss Animal Print. Here she comes.
I actually saw that at the beach one time. I think I mentioned it before, but this lady, I was like, ma'am, choose
No,
one.
choose one.
Not your best, not your bathing suit, your cover up, your shoes, and your bag and your hat.
What is your favorite? I do have a skirt. I do have a leopard print skirt that I absolutely love. I have some shoes that I love. I don't know that I have a top.
I don't have a lot. I have some shoes that I really like, so they'll come back out. I'm sure I've had clothes, but I love to get rid of.
You sent us a picture of something that was animal print that was so cute.
Yeah.
I wonder what that was.
I think I sent you a skirt and a top, and remember I was going to get the top, and that was one of the tops that I bought cheaply,
Yes.
which that was not smart.
Yeah.
But I have a solution for all my craziness. Wait a minute, let me get through what's on.
Okay.
Burgundy's in, olive green.
What?
Burgundy.
Bring
I
it
love
back.
burgundy. It's a good color for dark hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anytime I wear my burgundy, I get lots of compliments. I was like, oh, maybe I should wear that.
And so is olive green. That's a good color
olive
for us.
green is
I
good.
just feel like we're in the 90s when we talk
we
about
are.
those two
Oh, we are. We are. Just
And the
wait.
90s were 5 years ago in my
Yes,
mind.
they were. Thank you. That's why, like in Pure Bar, I'll play the 70s list. And I said, for all of you out there that thinks that was 20 years ago, it wasn't for us.
so
and all
hungry.
of you that weren't even here in the 70s, welcome. It says boots, British countryside boots.
What is that?
Like long, tall riding boots, if you think about
I
that.
never got into that.
Oh, I love long boots.
I do too, but that specific
Yeah.
look, I've never gotten into it
Yeah.
because I do see the 90s.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh,
you know,
all
like
back.
that was
Like
Ralph Lauren. kind of,
Diana.
you know.
Princess Diana. Are they
Uh-huh.
flat
Yeah,
boots?
flat boots. Pointed toe shoes, slides, loafers, full skirts with a drop waist, which I really like, as long as it drops in
Yeah.
your waist. I think that slims you if it's real full from the waistline. That to me puts a
Yeah.
long denim skirt, which I've been on the hunt for.
Oh,
I
my
haven't
goodness.
found one. I
We're
need to
bringing
find
it
the
all
right
back.
one.
Do you remember that denim jacket that we talked about?
Uh-huh.
One that might have been a year ago. Like
Yeah.
came from Old Navy or
Yeah,
something.
the long one.
I
That
loved
looks like a
that
blazer.
jacket.
I still wear that.
I love that jacket.
It's great to throw on over things.
A denim
Barrel
skirt.
Yeah, I know.
That's going back in time.
back in time.
With some kids.
Oh,
And some scrunchy socks.
Oh,
I mean-
well, I started wearing my little bobby socks again, and somebody said the other day, "Like, look
Oh,
at
that's
you, look at you."
cute.
And I was like, "Look, I liked it the first time. I'm gonna wear it the second time because
That
I
is
liked it."
so cute. I wonder if these denim skirts are straight or are they full?
They're more a little straight, little flare, but not real full. But I can't find the right one.
Okay.
I'm looking. When I find it, I'll send you a picture
Yeah.
and we'll just upload it. But
Yeah.
I haven't found it. But here's a really wild trend that I'm just not sure about: barrel jeans. Have you heard about
What?
barrel
Oh,
jeans?
I have, and I do not like this.
Yes.
Paint a picture for me because I have no
Okay,
idea.
so basically they're really wide all the way down and kind of look like a barrel. They go from here and then they kind of
No.
barrel in. Well, that's exactly what I said.
They're not
And
flattering.
I know.
How does that make you look and
I
feel?
don't think it would. But then yesterday at my nail appointment, my friend and I were talking. I was like, barrel jeans. She goes, I actually found a really good pair. She
I'm
said they're
Googling right
pleated
now.
on the side and they look really good.
There's
I said-
people that love them and look cute in them,
I just don't.
but it's not me. I don't
think
want it
it'll be
hanging
me
off
either.
the widest
Me
part of my
either.
body.
Oh, I see.
I don't think it is either.
I
but
just
it's in.
like that right there.
Yeah,
That's a
and that
free
looks like she
people.
still should have a horse between. She should be riding a horse.
Yeah.
They're just, I don't know. So if anybody out there gets them and y'all look cute in them, send us a pic. Wouldn't that be fun?
Change our mind.
Change our minds because I'm right on the
Yeah.
trend of no.
No.
I'm on the no. You know, just like those little shorty bloomer shorts. You know, that was a no
Listen.
for me, and it's still a
Can
no.
we just pause for a minute and just remind listeners that there was once a trend of no pants?
That's true.
Remember that, Susie?
That was true.
Remember the
And people
people,
did.
literally just like
Yeah.
forgot their pants.
Just a shirt.
Also, for the record, we are not those people.
No, we just like to talk about those people. Those people are not us. Okay, I want to tell you something that's trendy for guys.
Oh,
Now, if Cole does this, I need to know.
Okay.
Guys wearing pearl necklaces.
Oh, absolutely
like
not.
like your mother's strand of pearls.
y'all. No to the man.
I would jerk that off his neck.
Would you not?
Oh,
Why?
What
Where
is
did you
wrong
see
with
this?
people?
Why would a young man think that that's okay?
now he wears a chain necklace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always a.
That's always
That's a
a thing.
thing.
But a pearl
Yes, but
necklace?
pro athletes and these singers, these are starting to do it. So I thought, oh yeah, right. So I've seen it a little bit, but then I was at the drive-through and just right here in Jackson, a little bank, young man working he was working the drive-through. Nicely put together young man. Now it was not pearls, but it was like a full-on rhinestone all the way around his neck, like 80s that we used to wear back then. And I thought, I guess
Okay,
you're in
would
on
it
that
be
trend.
this kind of concept, even
Yeah,
though these
like
are
that.
silk?
Yeah,
I can't
but
tell.
I just can't with that.
But I know.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. But like full on, like my mama's pearls that she used to wear,
Like
to the
this.
Yeah, right there. You're seeing it. You're seeing it.
Make your own pearl. Yeah. No.
Mhm. Yeah.
No.
So just, I'm
Mhm.
hoping right here,
Let's just decide
And
for
West-
all of America.
let's
Wear,
do. Let's
wear,
let them
wear
know.
pants and no pearls for the boys.
Yes, and then we'll be fine. Get out. Don't go in your mother's jewelry and don't get her pearls.
Yeah, that's a big no.
That is a big no for me.
I just find that interesting.
Mhm. I do too. That's why I brought it up, because I was like, is that really a thing? And then I started looking. I was like, it's kind of a thing.
But do
with
you
people.
think that some ladies sat around a table, not on a podcast because it probably didn't exist, sat around a table one day and went, look at these boys putting earrings in their ear?
Oh, absolutely.
And like that has stuck. I don't know that this is
I don't think
stick,
pearls will stick. But,
but
yeah.
it's the same thing.
Mhm.
Like they have lost their mind.
They're just
What-
trying new things to
Yeah.
express themselves, but
Yeah,
that will
well-
not be an expression in my home.
No.
Ask Cole about it though. I need
will.
to know
Yeah.
if he has seen that and what he thinks about
Yeah,
it.
it'd be interesting to see. But I thought, well, it's so far removed. But then the guy at the bank, I was like, dude,
Okay.
do you wear like pearls tomorrow and today's your rhinestone day?
I know.
Because I don't go through the drive-through very often, but I was interested.
I think
to
it's
know.
safe to say that our president, Dr. Deb Oliver, will not be wearing a pearl necklace.
That's real safe because he doesn't wear anything but his wedding ring.
I don't see him as a jewelry
No,
guy.
he's not a jewelry guy. I
No
mean,
bracelet, no necklace. No, I don't see any
I
of
don't.
that.
I don't see that. No, I think you're safe on that, man. I think he's pretty much. Yeah, but
I will
thought
ask Cole if he's heard of this.
I thought that was.
I did see a pro athlete that was on a sideline, and they're always trying to push the envelope, but he was carrying a purse.
Wait,
And I just thought, please don't let this
but
become
not
a thing.
like a man bag.
No, it wasn't a man bag. It was a man with a purse, trying to pass it off as a man bag. But it was not anything that I would consider
No.
appropriate.
I know. Hello. Let's just keep things. I mean, let's
Maybe
not
the
leave some
fashion
things the way
police,
they are.
Joan Rivers, and
Oh,
can we give them
yes,
the big? What was
that
it
was
that they
so
would do?
good. That would get a
was.
ticket. Mhm.
They would get a ticket. Let's just get a backpack. Let's just get a Nike, Under Armour, whatever backpack.
If
and
you
just-
really need it, yeah. If you're just tooting around town, you're probably okay.
He wanted to make a statement.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Jesus, help.
So in my life, what's new is I have a new grandbaby.
Yes, we haven't talked about the baby.
Oh, he's
Baby
so
Henry.
precious.
Okay,
Little
tell us all the
Henry.
details.
He is beautiful. His name is Henry Thomas. He is perfect. He's just great. He loves his honey to hold him. I got to give him his very first bottle the other day, and he did great. And he's just wonderful. And they all look alike. They have all the three, but he looks a little more like Betsy because he has that dark olive skin.
Okay.
But I think his eyes might be blue like Oliver's.
Oh, wow.
So we might have a little combo there. But
That's beautiful.
Betsy just wants to make sure everything's in order. So she asked Mom all the questions, and Oliver wants to
And she's
touch him.
how old? Tell everybody how old we're talking
Betsy is 5.
about. Uh-huh.
Going on 30.
Oh, 30. Yes. I've got to tell you all fun conversations, which nobody will, I don't know. This won't be helpful to anybody, but then I'm going to tell you because I'm a grandmother. So we have really good conversations, Betsy and I do. Deep conversations. So we're going down the road, and she goes, honey. I said, yes, love. She said, do you know that Jesus is coming back? And I said, yes, I do, love. She goes, well, do you think he's going to come on a Thursday? I said, well, B, I don't know, love. And she said, yeah, you don't know because no one knows when he's coming back. I said, that's right, B. Nobody knows when he's coming back. And then she thinks a minute. She goes, honey, when do you think you're going to die?
Oh.
I said, well, B, I don't know. I hope I'll stay for a long time and that you can grow up and have babies and honey will be here. And I said, I don't know when it'll be. I hope it's a long time. She said, well, when you die, I'm going to be very, very sad and I'll cry. And I said, well, B, I would miss you too, but I will always be in your heart. We're so close. And I'm about to cry. And then she goes, well, so what am I going to do about a grandma?
Oh, my goodness.
And I said, well,
She's 5.
she's 5.
She's making her estate plan.
She is. She needs to pose with you. She needs an estate lawyer. So I said, well, B, you have your other grandmother, Nana. And she said, yeah, but what will I do, honey? And I said, well, I guess if Pops got remarried, she'd be your grandma. She goes, No. Mm-mm. I said, do you think he will? She goes, no, he won't. I said, you're right. He probably won't be, but she just has these thoughts.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so fascinating when they start to think deep like that and consider scenarios.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're 5.
I'm wondering where to eat for lunch.
I know.
And she's got your whole future.
She does. She told me one day when she said, honey, when you get very, 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 very old, you're going to have to go to a nursing home. And I said, B, no, ma'am, I'm going to live with you. She said, well, but when you're very, 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 very old. And I was like, well, what does that mean? I said, how will you know that I'm very, 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 very old? She goes, well, your hair will be gray. And I said, well, B, that's great. Because that ain't ever happening. Nope. So, but I went and told her mom, and she said, well, she read a book about nursing homes. I said, stop reading books about nursing homes to my child.
Stop giving her
to
ideas.
my grandchild.
How old does she think you are?
She asked that.
Okay.
She asked me the other day.
I find that fascinating when you ask a 5-year-old and they're like, I don't know, you're 20. You know.
Well, she said, honey, how old are you? And I said, well, what, B? She goes, what number are you? And so I told her the number, which I'm not telling y'all. And she goes, okay. I said, well, B, why did you ask? She goes, well, I told my teacher that you could do underdogs, and she wanted to know how old you are. Stop it. So I'm guessing her teacher's thinking, wow, what else is this woman doing? And so how old is your grandmother?
That's fantastic.
So she had to go back and report.
What number are you?
What number
so
are you?
precious.
What's your number? So last story. But we're in Dyersburg. And by the way, shout out to Dyersburg. They are the nicest people.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell Callie all the time, I'm going to run for like the queen of Dyersburg.
Because
I love these people. They are nice. Every time I get out, I make a new friend at the park. I mean, we're like friends. I'm going to have to have lunch with some of these people. So I'm at the park with Betsy and we're playing, and this little boy comes over and wants to play, so we let him play, and I'm pushing Betsy and doing the underdog. You go all the way under the swing and blah, blah. And so the little boy starts telling his grandmother he wants to do it. And she says, now look here, Nanny is not, that girl over there is a lot younger than Nanny.
Nanny's a different number.
And I said, and Nanny goes, well, she's 38. And I said, Nanny, did you say 38? She said, yeah. And I said, Nanny, you are my best friend.
Oh, wow.
Nanny. And she said, well, how old are you? And I said, well, Nanny, I told her. And she said, she's 1 year older than me. She goes, I hate you. I said, Nanny, we were best friends. Now you hate me. Anyway, Dyersburg people are wonderful. They're precious. They're kind. They really are.
Okay, do you know Jenna Howell that's a student here?
I love Jenna.
Jenna.
She works,
Do you know the name of that boutique in Dyersburg?
Something Gypsy.
Yes. And I was trying to find it on her Instagram.
Yeah,
They
she's
have great
adorable.
antique stores too downtown. They've got
I've
a whole
gone
house.
to some of those. I've just been like walking around, and the people just are so nice. Yeah, there's lots of really good little shops too.
Shout out small town America.
I know. I know. So, you know, what else going on? So in my life, I have a grandson. So I asked Callie to
It's
tell
called the
y'all-
Lennox Gypsy
the
Boutique.
Lennox. Yes, it's very cute.
Okay, sorry. Carry on, everyone.
Okay, so I told Callie, I said, give us 5 of your top items for a new mom.
Oh, this is so
So,
good.
you know, y'all don't want to know everything about a grandma. We've got
Right.
younger audience
Well,
here.
these are good for shower gifts too.
Yes, and I actually bought one for a shower gift just the other day. Callie's top 5 items for new moms. One's called a Haka. It's a silicone manual pump.
Spell that.
So HAAKAA. And
What?
so it helps catch the milk when you're pumping or breastfeeding on the other
Oh,
side. And she will collect, enough to keep for Henry to have bottles. So it's really cool.
Oh, that
I didn't
is
know anything about
nice.
this. This is stuff that's kind of out of my basket.
Yeah, don't ask us any questions,
Yeah, don't
people.
ask us. But this is your top 5. You can look it up. A little giraffe blanket. All 3 of my grands have had a little giraffe. They're silky soft on one side, and then they're just, so they each, Oliver carries his around, and Betsy carries hers. Hers is, she calls it squishers because it's so ratty and teared and these little pieces that hang off, but they love them. So little
I
giraffe.
want one.
Yes, you do. They make big blankets.
Do they make them for grown-ups?
They do, and they're wonderful. Callie says an egg light nighttime feeding. It just looks like an egg, and it's a light. So you take it with you to the hospital, so you keep off all those harsh lights. And then at home, when the baby wakes up in the middle of the night, when you just need a little light, right by your bed, little battery operated.
Listen, there ain't nothing worse than in the middle of the night. I don't care what's going on in the middle of the night. And somebody thinks it's a great idea to turn all the lights on.
Big
and you're
fluorescent light.
No. I need small, gentle lights, please.
I need to just go back to sleep.
Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, and then of course soft pajamas for mama and baby are always, and we found really soft pajamas even at like Target, 2-piece.
Pajamas are everything when you're in the hospital for anything.
Softness is everything as you get older too. Like just your
Warm.
clothes,
Warm and soft.
Yeah. I bought a ridiculously expensive outfit the other day in the airport because I was cold and I wanted it. And there was a store there, and I had looked at it before, but I was like, I really want it bad now, so I bought it. And I'm not mad about it.
This makes me feel better because when we were just traveling, we were walking through the airport, and because I had read a funny meme or something about, like, you know, all the fancy stores that are in an airport, and like, does anybody literally ever go in there and buy anything? Like, how did you forget an entire outfit? But people do.
I didn't forget it. I just got there and I didn't have on long sleeves, so I bought the top. It
Can't
Spanx,
freeze. We
and
can't
I was
freeze.
like, oh, this little sweatshirt Spanx things feel really good. Well, I could go ahead and wear it with these pants, but it'd be really cuter if I just got the pants that went with it.
Yes.
Now I'd already looked at it and knew I kind of wanted it. And
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. So, and now I really do like it. I wear it a lot.
I wonder, I'd love to see it compared to our travel outfit. What brand is that travel outfit again?
Cozy Earth.
Cozy Earth.
I bet it's a lot like that.
It doesn't wrinkle. It's just you feel like $1 million when you're wearing it.
Black.
It's very chic.
Little wide leg pant that fits, doesn't touch you. The only thing is, I wish it didn't have pockets. It should have pockets. But yeah, it's great. And
I should design a travel outfit. That's what we should do. With pockets.
You need pockets. And our last one was a baby lounger. And it looks like a little boat kind of thing, and you just lay the baby in it when you're on the couch or on the bed to keep them from rolling. And she said she didn't have one with the other two, but she's loved it with this, and that was the gift I bought a friend. It was on her registry. So
a baby lounger,
like
a little bed,
like a little bed, yeah. And it's just kind of like a tubing around it that keeps them from rolling,
and they probably feel snug and safe.
They do, just like they were before you made them come out into the big bad world.
Do new moms still swaddle their babies?
Oh yes,
that's still a thing.
Yes, and Henry loves to be swaddled. You swaddle him up and then get him real close and pat that little behind.
Oh, that's the best.
He goes to sleep. But there's new ways to burp them. Callie was showing me this new burping, and I was like,
what is the new technique?
Okay, so you hold their little face with your fingers, their little chin, and then you pat them like you would traditionally do. Then you rock them. Then you lay them back, and then you go forward. And I guess that air comes back. They suck it in, and then they go forward. Then it works. And then you take those little feet and kind of rub them around. You move them around, and it all comes out.
Who knew?
I know. I didn't know any of this stuff. I'm learning it. And she's kind of relearning,
I feel like I've forgotten everything I learned.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Now, does she tell you, does she say, Mom, you're not burping him right?
Oh, not my preciousness. No. She helps, but she never says you're not doing something right. No. She's very kind.
I just am thinking,
my kids will tell me. They'll be like, Mom.
Yeah.
No. She'll say, look, I saw this on Instagram. I'm doing this. This is how I'm doing it.
Okay.
And like when I was feeding him, she told me how to do it. She didn't say you're doing it wrong. She'd go, okay, now put him this way. Because it was his first one. I said, what do you want me to do?
Right.
She is so gracious.
Yeah.
She is sweet.
Well, and you're so good about letting her be the mom.
Oh.
I
don't want to be the mom.
Yeah.
I want to be the fun grandma.
Just be the honey.
I just want to be the honey.
The 39-year-old honey.
The 38.
Was it 38?
Yeah, just 38.
Yeah, 38-year-old honey.
I was like, Nanny, let's go to lunch. Let's hang out.
You are my best friend forever.
But she hates me, so I was like, man, that's a two-edged sword there. Not that. Anyway, very sweet. Very sweet people. Okay, there's something I found, a product, and I have used it for 3 months, and I'm going to endorse it. Oh. Yes, I am.
Oh, this is serious.
Sometimes I get a product
drum roll.
And I don't even use it for 3 months or it's not good. All right. Divi. Now, it is for your hair regrowth.
Oh, yeah.
And vitamins or serum.
Is this like Nutrafol?
Yes, it's like Nutrafol. I don't know if it's better, but it's more convenient because you can buy it at Ulta.
Oh, okay.
So you can go in there and get it, or you can buy it online just like Nutrafol. So I tried it. I tried the shampoo. I didn't like the shampoo because it wasn't good for me. I gave it to Callie. She adores it. Yes. I got the serum. The serum smells a lot like tea tree oil, which is probably, that's what it is. Is not as consistent, but the vitamins, I think, and you have to eat with them. That's a trick.
The hair vitamin.
The hair
supplement.
vitamins. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I've used them for 3 months, and I do have a lot of new growth.
So you're talking about the vitamin.
I'm talking about the vitamin. That's what I would recommend the most.
Okay.
The others I've tried and have fallen away. Like I didn't like the shampoo, but and the serum I use occasionally. I just don't always want to smell that,
And you've used this long enough.
I've used it long enough that I really have.
She's endorsing it.
I really have
baby hairs growing
baby hair regrowth, and I can put my hands in my hair and go, oh, I can feel hair regrowing.
That's the best.
And as we age, things change, and that's changed for me. I used to have lots of thick hair. I mean, I don't think I'll ever have the hair I used to have, but I want to keep some. So,
well, according to the Ulta website, it's $68 for
a month supply.
A month, 120 count. So you take 2.
You take 4.
4.
Yeah.
Like you take 2 in the morning, 2 at night,
No,
or
I
you
just
just
take
take
them all
4
together.
all at one time.
And you have to eat with them.
With food.
One time I didn't eat, and it was like not a good story.
Okay.
But
it says clean ingredients, vegan, cruelty-free product, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it's got great reviews. So.
And it really, I have seen after the 3 months, I really have seen. So I can recommend that.
We love a recommendation.
Oh, for sure.
And I can recommend these Walmart pants. I don't know what else good I'm doing, but there you go.
Now, let's talk about your nail color.
Yes.
Okay, so.
Because as I sit here and I thought they were one color, and then sometimes the light hits it and I think it's another color.
Well, today I went back for a beach color.
Yeah.
Last week, I think I still have a picture of it, but I did the what's her name? Bieber. What's his wife's name? Haley Bieber's chocolate glazed donut.
Well,
so
we can all remember that name.
Yeah, I know. So the lady that does my nails, she's amazing. Shout out to Nancy because she's awesome. So I said, hey, I want to try this. So we tried it, and I was driving through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and this girl goes, oh, do you have on the Haley Bieber? I was like, oh. So Nancy and I, we're the same age. We think we're cool now. But anywho,
you've been spotted.
It's a color with a glaze over it. But anyway, it was like a brown, and then we did a glaze. It made it a little more purple, which I don't love purple, but my grandson Oliver said, honey, I like your purple nails. So I would wear them that way any day just because he likes them. But anyway, so I will go back dark. Right now, I'm gone back to my natural funny bunny, which I wear all summer.
But you know what that looks like? Because it could be the light, and it could be what you have on your pants, the camouflage. But occasionally, it looks like it's just a hint of a green in there, a very, very light green undertone. And I was like, wait a minute, maybe that's not funny bunny, but
yeah, it is. And maybe it just changes with what you have on.
But shout out for one more summer nail.
Yeah, one more way, So we're going to do that. We're on our way to the beach. So I was like,
one more time.
Let me just look a little
Did
beachy.
you have on a color? Somebody recently had on a color. It might have been you, Angela. It was Rachel Mitchell. Had on that real pretty blue. Like I will wear whatever color I have on. It's that dark brown, purpley color. I will wear this until I switch over to Funny Bunny. Like I wear it for months and months and months. But she had on a really pretty blue that I thought, I don't know. I think it didn't remind me of summer though. It felt like
it was
a
deep.
It was really pretty.
Well, here's the way I look at nail color. You're just not so invested that you have to wear it. What's 2 weeks or whatever it grows out. So I do get adventurous and I do try things and then I'm like, oh, I didn't love that or I love that. The one I did, the glazed donut, the under was just a brown, a chocolatey brown, and I loved it. So that'll be my next color. I don't remember the name of it, but I can ask Nancy. But yeah, it's time to go back to your dark. And speaking of nails, Callie and her friend Jenny, they're into the design. So I'm going to send you a picture of Jenny's nails, and they're butterflies. Y'all, they look like, but they really are very pretty.
Would you ever do that, Susie, in your adventurous state?
I might be adventurous one day. But her husband's an entomologist. And so, isn't that kind of cool? But that's, they're young girls.
Even when they do just like just a subtle swirl or, just something, I'm like, I don't know. Would I do that? I would feel like, oh, so wild and crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
If you get wild and crazy there, maybe you get there and that keeps you from doing like buying mums that you're not gonna.
Yeah, listen,
you're not gonna use.
Wild and crazy. It depends on your age and what we're talking about.
Isn't that the truth?
One time we went on a girls' retreat years ago. We were at Highland Park Church and had so much fun and, learned a lot. It was just a big spiritual experience. But somewhere in the middle of all that, the Saturday night, somebody decided that we all should put a purple streak in our hair.
No, ma'am.
And I got so caught up in the moment and the fun of it all. I was, in my 30s, but I forgot that I'm an attorney and that I had court on Monday.
Angela.
And I will never forget.
Did you dye it?
I didn't. Well, I mean, like just a little piece of it, not like all my hair.
Angela.
But I get in court and then I realize you're walking in a courthouse with purple hair. Like, what is wrong with me?
Angela. No, ma'am.
Anyway.
How long did it last?
6 weeks or so.
Oh, dang.
A while. I had purple for a minute.
Oh, dang. I wonder if that was at the same time you wore the 2 wrong shoes to court.
Oh, probably. I continue to remind the people around me, my job in life is to set the bar so low that you can all feel so much better about yourselves. So you're welcome. I'm full of these stories. I will continue to have these moments.
Okay, let me ask one more question before we exit. Susie said so. Because do people, because of the fact that you're a first lady and you're married to the president and people are coming over or they're attending events or something, do people give you hostess gifts a lot? Are there certain gifts that you're like, this is the best gift to always give? I'm always like the candle giver, but I also know that's terrible because everybody's got such a specific scent that they want to burn, or they're like, I'm not burning this candle. You have wasted your money. What is your, like, moving into the fall, if we're going somewhere, needing to purchase something, if I'm coming to something at your house and I've got to get you a hostess gift, what do you think? Oh, this is good. This is worth it. Or no. And I know that's so personal, but there has to be something where you go, yeah, this is always pretty safe.
That's a good question, because I do think what's great for some person, like people give Starbucks gift cards to people all the time. I don't drink Starbucks. So for me, I would re-gift that. I like pretty napkins.
Yeah.
Just a pretty napkin that you can put in your bathroom or you can put on your table. The little cloth, not cloth, but the little paper napkins I think are good. Flowers are always sweet, little garden flowers. It doesn't have to be some big bouquet that you've done, something like that. Or, someone brought not long ago salad dressing. Just a cool salad dressing. And I thought, well, that was clever.
Yeah.
Some kind of little treat or something like that, I think is clever. We do Dub's big into our scents. And so we have like candles that we love. And I like pretty candles. I don't always burn them. I was like, if they're pretty, I'll put them out because they're pretty and I like the way that they look. But
those are great ideas.
So, any of those
and then if
things.
you happen to know that the person that you're buying the gift for, they love Bluebell ice cream. What flavor Bluebell ice cream would the Olivers love to have in their home?
Well,
Can we buy that here?
Yesterday, if you would have come up to my house with just plain old homemade Bluebell vanilla, you would have been my best friend because I wanted it so badly yesterday. The rain and the cold, and I wanted comfort. And I really, really wanted it, but not bad enough to get in the car and go get it.
Do you eat it plain or do you top it?
I will put chocolate syrup and peanuts on it and have a little sundae. That's the way I will eat it.
Just plain old vanilla.
I like plain old homemade vanilla is what I like. And I
love it.
Just chocolate.
Do not get the sugar-free Hershey syrup unless you hate yourself. It's horrible.
Well, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all the way. Yeah, I'm not going to shortchange
it's bad.
that. Yeah,
for real. Like, did you have the good ice cream and then got the turn to be sugar-free?
I don't remember. I promise you, I've got a fail story on everything that we talk about.
Do y'all remember that magic shell?
Oh, yeah, the hard shell.
The hard shell.
Yeah.
Like, I remember as a kid thinking, this is fun. Do they still make that? That kind of, I feel like.
I got a chocolate dip cone last week at Dairy Queen and felt like I was in 3rd grade again.
For real.
It took me back to childhood.
I know, those are so good.
Bluebell.
Now let's go get ice cream.
I'm not a big ice cream eater. But now I heard you last night talking about, this is the last thing we're talking about, y'all, I promise. Talking about like the hot fudge cake.
Oh,
man.
Like there's an
Go
art.
to the Chow Wagon and get you a piece of hot fudge
Okay, local
cake.
people, Chow Wagon, good burgers and fries, and get the hot fudge cake.
Yes.
Why is it so good?
Well, it's just
It's
that
just
you've got the
cake?
right consistency of nice, moist cake that's warm, and then that ice cream, and then hot fudge over it. And it's all just kind of
man.
melting in together. It's just kind of spiritual. I mean,
I'll be right back. I'm going to the chow wagon.
now the best one's in Hazard at the Circle T restaurant, but that's a long trip. That's the one that was on my picture. But
Yeah.
if you're going locally, I remember my birthday, Jennifer and I got in the car, and I was like, will you go with me? And we went through the drive-thru, and that's what we had.
And just ate it
I was
up.
so happy.
That's what I want for my birthday. Y'all remember that in April.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Well,
A trip to the
A
chow
trip
wagon.
to the chow wagon.
Hot
Now, if you
fudge.
need to get a milkshake local, go down to the Burger Barn.
Mm-hmm.
Never had one from there.
Well, just be careful because it's it's spicy down there.
When I take you to court, we'll stop at the
Yeah.
at the Burger Barn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's by the
Okay.
courthouse.
I love it when you're here, Susie.
I love
it's so
y'all.
helpful.
That's what I love.
I love
y'all.
it. We can literally just talk about anything. Okay, I can't wait. I'm gonna find these pants and I'm gonna get them.
Mhm. They're so cute.
Yes, we're gonna order them.
Okay, this was so fun. Fall edition. Susie said so. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you next time.